Dr. Wayne Dyer, The Power of Intention. Chapter 12. It is my intention to attract ideal people and divine relationships. The moment one definitely commits oneself, then Providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. Unforeseen incidents, meetings, and material assistance, which no man could have dreamed, would have come his way. Johann, Wolfgang, und Goethe. If you saw the 1989 movie Field of Dreams, you probably came away remembering the concept that if you pursue a dream, you will succeed. I thought of this as I began writing this chapter because I'm suggesting that if you commit yourself to matching up with the field of intention, everyone you desire or need to fulfill your personal intention will appear. How can that be? In the quote above, Goethe, one of the most brilliantly gifted scholars and achievers in the history of humanity, gives you the answer. The moment you definitely commit yourself to being a part of the power of intention, then Providence moves too, and unforeseen assistance comes your way. The right people will arrive to assist you in every aspect of your life. The people who will support you in your career are there. The people who will help you create your perfect home show up. The people who will arrange the finances for whatever you desire are available. The driver you need to get you to the airport is waiting for you. The designer you have admired wants to work with you. The dentist you need in an emergency when you are on a vacation just happens to be there. And your spiritual soul mate finds you. The list is endless because we are all in relationship to each other. We all emanate from the same source, and we all share the same divine energy of intention. There is no place that this universe mind is not. Therefore, you share it with everyone you attract into your life. You'll have to let go of any resistance to your ability to attract the right people, or you won't recognize them when they show up in your everyday life. Resistance may be difficult to recognize at the first because it's such a familiar form of your thoughts, your emotions, and your energy levels. If you believe that you are powerless to attract the right people, then you have attracted powerlessness to your experience. If you are attached to the idea of being stuck with the wrong people or no people at all, then your energy isn't aligned with the power of intention, and resistance reigns. The field of intention has no choice but to send you more of what you're desiring. Once again, make a somersault into the inconvincible, where you have a faith and trust in the universal mind of intention, and allow the right people to arrive in your life, space, right on schedule. Removing resistance by allowing. Your intention is absolutely clear here. You want to attract the people who are intended to be part of your life, and you want to have a happy, fulfilling spiritual relationship. The universal all-creating field is already cooperating with your intention. These very people are obviously already here. Otherwise, you would want something that hasn't been created. Not only that the right people are here, but you also share the same divine source of all life with them, since everyone emanates from that source. In the same invisible way, you are already connected spiritually to those perfect for you people. So why can't you see them, touch them, or hold them, and why aren't they there when you need them? What you need in the way of the right people showing up will appear for you only when you are ready and willing to receive them. They have always been there. They're there right now. They'll always be there. The questions you need to ask yourselves are, am I ready? Am I willing? And how much am I willing to have it? If your responses to these questions are a readiness and willingness to experience your desires, then you will begin seeing people not only as a body with a soul, but as a spiritual being clothed in a unique body. You will see the infinite souls that we all are. Infinite meaning always and everywhere meaning with you right now, if that is your spiritual desire. Giving forth what you want to attract. Once you have formed a picture in your mind of the person or people that you intend to show up in your immediate life space, and you know how you want them to treat you and what they'll be like, you must be what it is that you are seeking. This is a universe of attraction and energy. You can't have a desire to attract a mate who is confident, generous, non-judgmental, and gentle, and expect the desire to be manifested if you are thinking and acting in non-confident, selfish, judgmental, or arrogant ways, which is why most people don't attract the right people at the right time. Almost 30 years ago, I wanted to attract a publisher into my life for my book, Your Erroneous Zones. This publisher would have to be understanding, since I was an unknown writer at the time, and would have to be a risk taker, willing to let go of any doubts about me. My literary agent arranged a meeting with an executive editor, whom I would refer to as George, at a large New York publishing house. As I sat down to talk with him, it was obvious to me that he was personally distraught. I asked him what was troubling him, and we proceeded to spend the next 3 to 4 hours talking about a devastating personal matter that had just transpired the night before. George's wife had told him that she was going to seek a divorce, and he felt as thought had been blindsided by this news. I let go of my own desires to talk about getting my book published and become what it was that I was seeking, an understanding, confident, risky-taking person. By being that very thing and detaching from my ego-dominated desires, I was able to help George out that afternoon, which I would never forgotten. I left George's office that day without even discussing my book proposal. When I told my literary agent the story, he was convinced that I would blow my own opportunity with a major publishing house by not making a strong pitch for my book. The following day, George called my agent telling him, I really don't even know what Dyer's book proposal entails, but I want that man as one of our authors. At that time, I didn't realize what was happening. Now, with a quarter century of living in this world of spiritual inquiry, I see it quite clearly. The right people will show up precisely when you need them and when you are able to match up. You must be that which you desire. When you are what you desire, you are attracted by radiating outward. You have this ability to match up with the power of intention and fulfill your intention to attract ideal people and divine relationships. Attracting spiritual partnerships. There is no point whatsoever in an unloving man or woman bemoaning their inability to find a partner. They're doomed to endless frustration because they don't recognize the perfect match when it appears. That loving person could be right there, right now, and their resistance doesn't allow them to see it. the unloving person continues to blame bad luck or a series of external factors for their not having a loving relationship. Love can only be attracted by and returned by love. The best advice I can give for attracting and maintaining spiritual partnerships, as I have been emphasizing in this chapter, is to be what you're seeking. Most relationships that fail to sustain themselves are based on one or both the partners feeling as if their freedom has been compromised in some way. Spiritual partnership, on the other hand, are never about making another person feel inferior or ignored in any way. The term spiritual partnership simply means that the energy that holds the two of you together is in close harmony with the source energy of intention. This means that an allowing philosophy flows through the partnership, and you need never fear that your freedom to fulfill your inner knowing about your purpose is questioned. It's as if each person has whispered silently to the other, "You are source energy in a physical body, and the better you feel, the more of this loving, kind, beautiful, receptive, abundant, expanding, and creative energy is flowing through you." I respect this source energy, and I share it with you as well. When either of us feel downhearted, there is less of this energy of intention flowing. We must always remember that nothing is disallowed by the universal mind. Whatever is not allowing us to be happy is being disallowed by us. I am committed to staying in this energy field of intention and watching myself whenever I slip. It's that very source that brought us together, and I work to stay in harmony with it. This kind of inner commitment is what Goethe was speaking about in that opening quotation. It allows Providence to move and help things to occur, which no man could have dreamed would come his way. You are already connected to those you want in your life, so act like it. Mystically speaking, there is no difference between you and another person. A weird concept, perhaps, but nevertheless valid. This explains why you can't hurt another person without hurting yourself, nor can you help another person without helping yourself. You share the same source energy with everyone, and consequently, you must begin to think and act in a way that reflects your awareness of this principle. When you feel the need to have the right person show up, begin to change your inner dialogue to reflect these awarenesses. Rather than saying, "I wish this person would show up because I need to get out of this route," activate a thought that reflects your connection, such as, "I know the right person will be arriving in the divine order at precisely the perfect time." Now you will act on this inner thought. You will be thinking from the end and anticipating this arrival. Your anticipation will make you alert. You are raised your energy level to the same receptivity as the power of intention that attends everything and everyone here. When you reach these higher energy levels, you access higher information. Your intuition clicks in, and you can feel the presence of the person or people you want in your life. Now you can act on that intuition with a deep sense of knowing that you are on track. You are acting in accordance with this new awareness. You become a co-creator. New insight becomes activated within you as well. You are looking at the face of the Creator, and you see yourself co-creating. You know who to call, where to look, when to trust, and what to do. You are being guided to connect to that which you are bringing forth. If a friendship or partnership requires the submission of your higher original nature and dignity, it's simply wrong. When you truly know what is to love, as you have loved by your source, you won't experience the kind of pain you did in the past when your love was unnoticed or rejected. It will instead be similar to how a friend described her experience of choosing to leave a relationship. My heart was broken, but it felt like it was stuck in the open position. I felt love flowing toward this person who couldn't love me the way I wanted to be loved. Even as I left that relationship to seek the love I felt inside of me, it was strange to feel the pain of my broken heart and at the same time feel its openness. I keep thinking, my heart's broken, but it's broken open. I shifted to an entirely new level of loving and being loved. The relationship I have dreamed of having manifested 18 months later. You are love. You emanated from pure love. You are connected to this source of love at all times. Think this way, feel this way, and you will soon act this way. And all that you think, feel, and do will be reciprocated in exactly the same fashion. Believe it or not, this principle of the right person showing up has been in place forever. It's only your ego that's kept you from seeing it clearly. It's all unfolding in a divine order. By now you should be affirming that everyone you need for this journey of yours will show up, and that they'll be perfect in every way for whatever needs you have at this time. Furthermore, they will arrive at precisely the right moment. In this intelligent system that you are part of, everything arrives from the field of intention where the infinite invisible life forces flows through everyone and everything. This includes you and everyone else as well. Trust in this invisible life force and the all-creating mind that intends everything into existence. I suggest you do a quick review and note of all people who have shown up as the characters in this play called your life. It has all been perfect. Your ex-spouse showed up at just the right time when you needed to create those children you love so much. The father who walked out on you so that you could learn self-reliance left right on time. The lover who abandoned you was a part of this perfection. The lover who stayed with you was also taking his or her cues from source. The good times, the struggles, the tears, the abuse, all of it involved the people coming into your life and then leaving. And all of your tears will not and cannot wash out one word of it. This is your past, and whatever your energy level at the time, whatever your needs, whatever your situation in life, you attracted the right people and events to you. You may feel that they didn't show up when you needed them, that in fact you were alone and no one showed up until, but I urge you to see it from the perspective of all life being in a divine order. If no one showed up, it was because you needed to handle something on your own and therefore attracted no one to fulfill your energy level at that time. Viewing the past as a play in which all characters and all entrances and exits were scripted by your source and was what you attracted to the time. frees you from the very low energies of the guilt, regret, and even revenge. As a result, you will go from being an actor who is influenced by others, playing the roles of producer and director, to being the writer, producer, director, and the star of your glorious life. You will also be the casting director who possesses the ability to audition anyone you choose. Base your choices on taking the path of no resistance and stay harmonized with the ultimate producer of this entire drama, the universal all-creating mind of intention. A few words about patience. There is a wonderful paradoxical line in A Course in Miracles. Infinite patience produces immediate results. To be infinitely patient means to have an absolute knowing within you that you are in a vibrational harmony with the all-creating force that intended you here. You are in fact a co-creator of your life. You know that the right people will show up on divinely ordained schedule. Attempting to rush the schedule based on your own timetable is akin to getting down on your knees and tugging at an emerging tulip shoot, insisting that you need the flower now. Creation reveals its secret by and by, not according to your agenda. The immediate results that you will receive from your infinite patience is a deep sense of peace. You will feel the love of the creation process. You will stop making incessant demands, and you'll start being on the lookout for exactly the right person. I write this with the idea of infinite patience producing immediate results. I know that I'm not alone as I sit here writing. I know that the right people will magically appear to provide me with whatever incentive or material I might need. I have total faith in this process, and I stay harmoniously in tune with my source. The phone will ring, and someone has a tape they think I would like. 2 weeks ago it wouldn't have clicked with me, but on this day, I listened to that tape while exercising and it provides me with exactly what I need. I pass someone on a walk and they stop to talk. They tell me about a book they're sure I would love. I jot down the title, look it up, and sure enough, I have what I need. This goes on every day in some way or another as I surrender my ego mind to the universal mind of intention and allow precisely the right people to help me with my individual intention. The immediate result of infinite patience is the inner peace that comes from knowing that I have a senior partner who will either send me someone or leave me alone to work it out myself. This is called practical faith, and I urge you to trust it, be infinitely patient with it, and have an attitude of radical appreciation and awe each time the right person mysteriously appears in your immediate life space. Making your intention your reality. Below is my 10-step program for implementing the intention of this chapter. Step 1. Move away from hoping, wishing, praying, and begging for the right person or people to show up in your life. Know that this is a universe that works on energy and attraction. Remind yourself that you have the power to attract the right people to assist you with any desire as long as you are able to shift from ego-driven energy to match up with the all-providing source of intention. The first step is crucial because if you can't banish all doubt about your ability to attract helpful, creative, loving people, then the remaining 9 steps will be of little use to you. Intending ideal people and divine partners begins with knowing in your heart that it's not only a possibility, but a certainty. Step 2. Conceptualize your invisible connection to the people you would like to attract to your life. Let go of your exclusive identification with the appearance of your body and its possessions. Identify with invisible energy within you that sustains your life by directing the functions of your body. Now recognize that same energy source flowing through the people you perceive to be missing from your life, and then realign yourself in a thought with that person or persons. Know within you that this power of intention connects the two of you. Your thoughts of creating this merger also emanate from the same field of universal intention. Step 3. Form a picture in your mind of meeting the person or persons you would like to have assist you or be in a partnership with you. Manifesting is a function of a spiritual intention matching up in vibrational harmony with your desires. Be as specific as you would like, but don't share this visualizing technique with anyone because you will be asked to explain yourself, defend yourself, and have to deal with the low energy of doubt that will inevitably occur. This is a private exercise between you and God. Never allow your picture to be blurred or corroded by negativity or doubt. Regardless of any obstacles that may surface, hang on to this picture and stay in loving, kind, creative, peaceful harmony with your always expanding and endlessly receptive source of intention. Step 4. Act upon the inner picture. Begin to act as if everyone you meet is a part of your intention to attract ideal people into your life. Share with others your needs and desires without going into detail about your spiritual methodology. Make calls to experts who might be of assistance and state your desires. They will want to help you. Don't expect anyone else to do the work of attracting the right people for whatever you seek, be it a job, admission to a college, a financial boost, or a person to repair your automobile. Be proactive and stay alert for signs of synchronicity, never ignoring them. If a truck drivers by with a phone number advertising what you need, jot the number down and call. See all so-called bizarre coincidences surrounding your desires and messages from the source, and act upon them immediately. I assure you that they'll occur repeatedly. Step 5. Take the path of least resistance. I use the word resistance here, as I have several times in part 2 of this book. Thoughts such as following are actually a form of resistance to having your intentions manifest. This stuff isn't practical. I can't just materialize my ideal person by my thoughts. Why should I be treated any better than all of those others who are still waiting for Mr. Right? I tried this before, and a real idiot came into my life. These are thoughts of resistance that you are placing right in the way of Source sending you someone. Resistance is a lowered energy. Source is high, creative, expansive energy. When your thoughts are low energy vibrations, you simply can't attract the high energy people you need or desire. Even if they come rushing up to you, announcing, "Here I am, how can I serve you? I am willing and able," and carrying a sign saying, "I'm yours," you wouldn't recognize or believe them while you are so busy trying to attract more of what you can't have and don't deserve. Step 6. Practice being the kind of person you wish to attract. As I have touched on before, if you want to be loved unconditionally, practice loving unconditionally. If you want assistance from others, extend assistance whenever and wherever you have the opportunity. I would like to be the recipient of generosity. Then be as generous as you can, as frequently as you can. This is one of the simplest and most effective ways of attracting the power of intention. Match up with the forecomingness of the universal mind from which everyone and everything originates while extending it outward, and you will attract back to yourself all that you intend to manifest. Step 7. Detach from the outcome and practice infinite patience. This is the crucial step of faith. Don't make the mistake of evaluating your intentions and successes or failures on the basis of your little ego and its time schedule. Put out your intention and practice everything that's written in this chapter and in this book, and then let go. Create a knowing within and let the universal mind of intention handle the details. Step 8. Practice meditation, particularly the japa meditation, to attract ideal people and divine relationships. Practice the repetition of the sound, that is the name of God, as a mantra, literally seeing in your mind's eye the energy you are radiating, bringing the people you desire into your life. You will be astounded as the results. I provided examples throughout this book of how the practice of japa meditation has helped people manifest their dreams almost like magic. Step 9. Look upon everyone who has ever played any role in your life as having been sent to you for your benefit. In a universe people by a creative, divine, organizing intelligence, which I'm calling the power of intention, there are simply no accidents. The wake of your life is like the wake of a boat. It's nothing more than the trail that's left behind. The wake doesn't drive the boat. The wake is not driving your life. Everything and everyone in your personal history had to be there when they were. And what's the evidence for this? They were there. That's all you need to know. Don't use what transpired in the wake or the wrong people who showed up in your wake as a reason why you can't attract the right people today. It's your past, nothing more than a trail you left behind. Step 10. As always, remain in the state of eternal gratitude. Even be grateful for those whose presence may have caused you a pain and suffering. Be thankful to your source for sending them and to yourself for attracting them to you. They all had something to teach you. Now be grateful for everyone God sends to your path. And known as co-creator, that it's up to you to either resonate with the high, loving energy of intention and keep those like energized people in your life, or to give them a silent blessing and a pleasant no thank you. And the emphasis is on the thank you, for that is a true gratitude in action. In Lynn McTaggart's fabulous book, The Field, The Quest for the Secret Force of the Universe, she offers us this scientific perspective on what I have written in this chapter. Our natural state of being is a relationship, a tango, a constant state of one influencing the other, just as the subatomic particles that composes us cannot be separated from the space and particles surrounding them, so living beings cannot be isolated from each other. By the act of observation and intention, we have the ability to extend a kind of super radiance to the world. Through relationships with others and by using the power of intention, we can radiate outward all of the energy necessary to attract what we desire. I urge you to move into this awareness now and know in your heart, just as the farmer in the field of dreams knew, that if you build this inner dream, surely it will come. End of chapter 12.